Hey guys, how's it going? This is Chappie here at Intense, and today we're going to be going over how to adjust your rear derailleur. Symptom number one. The most common out of any symptom you might encounter is cable tension. Typically, as you get some miles on your bike, the cable will stretch, and we need to make an adjustment in order to correct that. So symptom two, high level adjustment. Symptom number three, low level adjustment, your chain falling off into the frame. Symptom number four is inconsistent or skipping happening on the cassette itself. All right, so as we're looking at cable tension adjustment, one of the symptoms you may see is maybe a little bit of grinding, a little bit of clicking, and maybe slow shifts. We are going to come up to our bar and specifically the barrel on our shifter here. So in one turn increments, we can either turn the barrel away from us, reducing our cable tension, or turning it towards us, increasing our cable tension. So after each one turn increment adjustment for our cable tension, we will retest to make sure our adjustment has worked. So again, run through a couple gears, make sure everything's good. Everything's shifting consistent. If it's not, we will continue in that process of doing our cable tension adjustment. Moving on to symptoms 2, 3, and 4 that we previously discussed in this video, they can actually be remedied through one simple step. And as you can see here, we definitely need adjustment. It will not drop into the smallest gear of the cassette. All right, so the first step in this process is we're going to go ahead and relieve all cable tension from our cable clamp bolt at the derailleur. And then we'll go up to our shifter at the handlebar and rotate our barrel adjuster away from us, all the way in, and then one turn out. So using our 2mm Allen, we are going to set this on our low level adjustment bolt. So what we'll do is we're going to turn counterclockwise. In this case, we're just going to go with one turn. We'll spin. And as you see, that allowed our chain to drop down to the smallest gear of the cassette. In an alternative scenario where maybe your chain is rubbing up against your frame, like so, we would use that same low level adjustment screw and turn clockwise until we no longer hear that audible click. So in this case, it took 2.5 turns in order for our adjustment to be right. We're going to come over here and reset our cable tension. So we can do that by pulling a slight amount on our derailleur cable, using our 4mm Allen on our 3-way, and tightening our pinch bolt here. Our recommended torque value here is 5 Newton meters. So once we've reestablished cable tension, we can go through our gears. We are going to check our high level adjustment screw. So as you can see here, it is actually not allowing it to go up onto the big ring on our cassette. So at the back of the derailleur, we have our high level adjustment screw. So using the same 2mm Allen, we will make that adjustment to allow it to get up to that big ring of the cassette. We are going to turn counterclockwise to allow that chain to go up onto the big ring of the cassette. So if you find that your chain wants to drop behind the cassette in front of the wheel, as you see there, we are going to make a similar adjustment but in the opposite direction. So on that same high level limit screw, we will take that and turn in one turn increments, reposition that chain back on the cassette, and we will spin our cranks very carefully to make sure everything's aligned. The last adjustment that may be needed, which is very, very rare, is our B tension screw. This screw is located here. So to increase our B tension adjustment, we will turn clockwise, and this will pull the derailleur further away from the cassette. If we turn the B tension screw counterclockwise, this will bring the derailleur closer to the cassette. We spin our cranks, and one by one we'll shift through our gears, listening for any clicking, creaking, or anything that might be abnormal. As you can see here, we have some inconsistencies. This will require cable tension increase. So we'll turn our barrel adjuster towards us. All right, so if you have any other symptoms that are not corrected by these two simple adjustment processes, feel free to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to get you taken care of. Thanks for choosing Intense.